Hello everyone, welcome back. In this session, we are going to understand CrewAI, one of the most famous and well-known frameworks in the multi-agent AI space. CrewAI becomes very important when we move from the idea of a single agent doing everything to the idea of a team of specialized agents working together. That is why this session is not just about a framework name. It is about a way of thinking about agent design. Yes, we are going to understand why role-based orchestration matters, how CrewAI structures agent collaboration, where it fits the best and where it may not be the best choice. All this will be discussed. So, this session is really about learning how to think in terms of specialized agent teamwork. Alright, why CrewAI matters? CrewAI matters because many real-world tasks are too broad or too complex for one general agent to handle elegantly. If we force a single agent to plan, retrieve, analyze, validate, and act all by itself, the design can become really overloaded. The system may still work, but it often becomes harder to explain, harder to manage, and harder to scale. CrewAI addresses this by organizing the system as a group of specialized collaborators. Instead of one agent doing everything, different agents are assigned different responsibilities. This is why CrewAI feels very intuitive. It maps very naturally to the way human organizations also divide work. One person researches, another reviews, another decides, and another executes. CrewAI brings a similar logic into a AI agent design. Can we bridge it from the previous session? In the previous session, we learned that the tools, APIs, and orchestration are the core parts and pillars of the execution layer. We understood that tools give capability, APIs provide structured connection, and orchestration governs how work flows. Now we move from those basic building blocks into actual orchestration frameworks. CrewAI is one of the most useful starting points because it presents orchestration in a very human-friendly way. Instead of beginning with states or transitions, it begins with roles and collaboration. So, this session is the next step in the journey. We are no longer asking what execution needs in general. We are now asking how a specific framework organizes that execution in practice. Alright, let's get into Linda again. This is where Linda asks a very important question. What exactly makes CrewAI different from other frameworks? Samir clarifies this beautifully. CrewAI is different because it thinks in terms of team structure. Instead of treating the system as one general purpose agent, CrewAI encourages us to design multiple agents with different responsibilities. Each agent has a purpose, a goal, and a role in the broader workflow. This role clarity is central to how CrewAI works. So, rather than saying, let one agent do everything, CrewAI says, let specialized agents collaborate in a structured way. That is why it is called role-based orchestration. The organizing principle is not only workflow sequence, it's responsibility allocation. Alright, let's get into CrewAI. What is it? At a practical level, CrewAI is a framework built around the idea of collaborative AI agents. It supports core concepts such as the agents, the crews, the tasks, and flows. Agents are the specialized workers. Crews are the teams of those agents working together. Tasks define what needs to be done. Flows add more structured control to execution. This is important because it shows that CrewAI is not only about having multiple agents in a loose way. It provides a framework for organizing how those agents can collaborate. Another important idea is that crew agents are very useful and can use tools, memory, knowledge, and even delegation. Right? So, the framework is not only about role labels, It is about enabling specialized, capable agents to work together in a more organized manner. Alright, the role-based orchestration in CrewAI. Right, in CrewAI, each agent is created for a specific role. One agent will act as a planner, another may act as a researcher, another may behave like an analyst, reviewer, or executor. The key idea is that the work is divided based on the purpose and strength. This makes the system easier to understand because each agent has a visible responsibility. That is why CrewAI feels so natural in many early multi-agent designs. It resembles how you and I, how human teams operate. We often break work into specialized functions, and CrewAI lets us do the same thing in an AI system. So, role-based orchestration is really about clarity. It helps us answer one question: who is responsible for which part of the work? Alright, where CrewAI fits the best? CrewAI fits the best in situations where workflow normally resembles a team-based collaboration model. For example, research and synthesis are very good use cases. One agent can gather information, another can analyze it, and another can review or summarize it. Multi-stage content generation is another strong fit. One agent can plan, another can draft, another can edit, and another can validate. Business analysis, reporting, and support systems with specialized responsibilities can also benefit from this approach. So, the rule of thumb is very simple. If the problems feel like it can be broken into visible responsibilities, CrewAI is often the best choice and attractive choice as well. The strengths. One of the biggest strengths of CrewAI is that it is easy to understand. For both technical teams and business stakeholders, the idea of specialized agents working together is immediately understandable. That makes it very helpful for explaining multi-agent design in a practical way. Another strength is role clarity. When each agent has a clearly defined responsibility, the architecture becomes much easier to communicate and often easier to debug conceptually. CrewAI is also strong for collaborative task pipelines, especially where delegation and staged work are central. And importantly, it is not only a theoretical framework, it includes production-oriented concepts like flows, memory, guardrails, which makes it relevant beyond simple demos. Do we have any limitations? Yes, even though CrewAI is powerful, it is not the perfect answer for every workflow. Its biggest limitation is that not every enterprise problem is mainly a role problem. Some workflows are less about specialization and more about state control, branching, retries, approval checkpoints, and long-running execution paths. In such cases, a purely role-based design may start to feel stretched. The more complex the workflow becomes, the more important explicit control logic becomes. Another issue is coordination overhead. If we create too many agents, the system may be difficult to handle, to manage, and collaboration itself may become a source of inefficiency. So, the right conclusion is not that CrewAI is weak. The right conclusion is that CrewAI is powerful for the right class of problems, but not universal for every architecture. Let's conclude with the key takeaways. CrewAI is best understood as a role-based orchestration framework. It is ideal when the system resembles a coordinated team, where different responsibilities can be clearly assigned to specialized agents. Its strength lies in delegation, specialization, and intuitive collaboration. That is why it is such a useful framework for introducing multi-agent thinking. But we must also remember that some enterprise workflows require stronger control over the state, branches, and execution paths. In those cases, a different orchestration approach may be suitable. And that is exactly where we are going to go next. In the next session, we will move on from role-based orchestration to graph-based orchestration and understand how LangGraph helps manage stateful, structured workflows in agentic systems. Perfect. I hope it was useful. Kindly subscribe and encourage me. If you have any questions, please ask me. I'll be very happy to answer your question. I'll see you in the next session shortly. Thank you, folks.